Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back, next match, Cross-Banlist Cup. So almost there, almost there. So right side, semi-finals basically for the upper part. So we have Metalfoes, a decklist from 2016. It's going to take on a decklist from 2013, good old Spellbooks, featuring Spellbook of Judgment. So intriguing matchup simply because the Pendulum deck is Pendulum Master Rule 3, so it has basically the full force pendulum mechanic, right? Not the butchered on post Master Rule 3, basically Master Rule 4 and on. So which deck has the advantage? Well, because of this, probably, we see that more people are leaning towards Metalfoes having the advantage over Spellbooks. Don't overlook Spellbooks, as you see here in the particular deck list. The deck has access to stuff like Spellbook of Judgment, Yugioh, just to mention a card. So I felt before this matchup, it felt like 50-50-ish between both of these decks. The side deck is definitely important for and that definitely counts for both decks, but let's say, going first is important again for both decks, getting out Yugioh for Spellbooks and getting out Cyber Dragon Infinity in case of Metalfoes. Infinity could be important, as even though it's only one Omni negation against Spellbooks, that could be important, negating Judgment or, Blue Boy or Secrets. That could be crucial. So anyway, Metalfoes goes first. Let's see this one. So I guess this is a solid start on their part. Archfiend Eccentric is one of those cards that instantly deals with Yugioh. The problem is that it does commit into your normal summon though. So there is no negation, so that's fine-ish. We can go for Spellbook of Judgment, try to set off a couple of spells. Activate a couple of spells, and we get out the, at least we can use Spellbook of Power, and that's a huge one. They can use Counter, I believe the name is, which is fine. The thing is that are we able to get out Yugioh and keep Yugioh on the field? And that's a problem, because they already have an established board. We can search 5 though, set Yugioh and immediately use Fate. Yeah, that's perfect. So the thing is that sure they have multiple monsters on field, but this is the first place decklist from the European champion, I think, back then. He was running a couple of traps like Wing Blast and so on. So that definitely helps out. They can't special summon. Oh, and Kiko, being that 1800 beats, they definitely comes in clutch, because I can attack over their monsters, right? And what is it? I'm not so sure about the Metalfoes name on their field. It's the one with big defense but 0 attack. So we were able to keep out the Yugioh on field, even though we went second. So that's perfect. And get out double Star Hall. So in this position, at least in this position, you definitely don't want your opponent's Spellbook deck be in, right? They have full control. They have double Star Hall, the end of field spell for the pot of greed, for the extra draw basically, every turn. Eccentric is an out. They still have their scales though, so the Eccentric kind of was a sick top deck. But again, just recycle Fate, making sure that they have at least one interruption to prevent them from top decking stuff like Eccentric, Archfiend, normal summon Blue Boy, now it's just grinding, right? The game is pretty much over. Oh, and the thing is that, okay, Maxi. But Maxi is not that useful against Spellbooks, right? So it's a card that you can definitely side deck out eventually. Okay, so game number 2, Spellbook is leading, even though it went second, so that's already good for Spellbooks. Then again, this opening hand for Metalfoes is much better. The deck has access to... this is Billy Brake's list, right? Yeah. The deck has access to Magia Spectre, Kirin, yeah, of course, Unicorn, which is a fantastic interruption, and very hard to deal with most decks, or by most decks, and the Omni negation is there. That's huge. That's really, really huge. So you Spellbook of Judgment, which indeed is getting negated. I can go for Yugioh though, but again, bounce. There's no priority. What was it? When was it? I think in 2011-ish. No, 2012 TCG, when they took away Ignition priority. So yeah, wasn't able to use priority. But then again, right? They still have their full pendulum scale. I mean, Yugioh survives, but did I have something to protect Yugioh next turn? Otherwise, they will just attack over it and then pendulum summon Kirin deck again. Ah, yes, Kirin. With Omni negation, not to forget. Ah, yeah. Okay. So this is what it is. Okay. 1-1. Ah, Mirror Force. Omni negation. Okay, so 1-1. Post side. And this is... brutal hand. Like, everything you need as a Spellbook player. I mean, Spellbook of Judgment with Blue Boy already does a lot. And I don't think the Metalfoes deck is playing hand traps at all. I should recheck it. Yeah, I'm not so sure. I don't think so. Anyway, so we're able to get out Yugioh and what was it? Search 3, Search 4, and 3 back row. That's fantastic. It's very hard to get rid of that particular field. I mean, Arspit Eccentric can potentially, hit one of those back rows, and the Typhoon can hit the second one. But with this information, they should know that the last one set is a Fate. If they were lucky, they indeed could have been. I mean, okay, it's a 2 out of 3 chance, right? That at least I keep one interruption alive, either the Wind Blast or Fate against their spell and trap destruction. Okay, the problem here is that if they top deck another Typhoon or something to deal with, I mean, or Eccentric basically to normal summon and blow up my Yugioh, then again I will always search Fate where you have one in hand. So their normal summon is not really the problem for now. The problem is that if they draw Typhoon, and I think I'm going to bluff with Secrets, yeah, just in case. It's still 50% chance, right, that they will miss with the potential another top deck Typhoon. Or aren't they playing the trap? Is it called Typhoon, I think, that hits also a spell or trap from your opponent? But you're able to activate it from the hand, I think, for mirror matches. So counter, that's fine-ish. Again, I'm in a super position. Failure is decent against Metalfoes. Yeah, to hit the Thrillium. Prevent them from, setting up resources, basically, or getting back resources. But this is basically a losing battle for them. So again, Field Spell, Double Star Hall, Priestess. I'm not able to drop Priestess due to Yugioh, but we can attack over their monster with power and, more searches, recycling Fate. Set 2. Making sure that, again, all the spellbooks and all spellcasters on my field are boosted up. So, okay. I mean, if you draw these hands, it's really hard to lose. I'm honest about that. Like, this hand, it almost feels like a carbon copy. Then again, some breaks, though. Like, double Judgment, The Spellbook of Life and the Monster Reborn, So, it's a little bit worse. Problem now is going second. They're forced to use Kirin in the scale. That's good news. Then again, they have one Omnication, and they can go for the Alchemists to potentially attach one of my monsters. Is that important? I don't think so. It won't negate the monster effect. Then again, what is it? They can use the monster attached to Alchemists for a fusion summon, right? No. Okay, it's important. Yeah, it's definitely important because now I don't control a spellcaster or have one in the graveyard, so no Fate. No field. I mean, okay, I can get out the Spellbook of Judgment, but problem here is, I can get rid of their Infinity, but problem, do I have protection for Yugioh? I don't think so. So they're not able to special summon. They don't have their scale set up. Yeah, they can just attack over Yugioh, and now it feels like a losing battle. They can go for the Super Quantum one. I can special summon Veiler just to get out the Spellcaster on field. Could be important for Spellbook of Life. But yeah, Thrillium can bounce their own cards. Okay. So they can, reuse, pop, fusion summon, etc. Popping. Is it combination? I think it's combination. Yeah, Metalfoes combination to pop, to search, set up their scale. Now they're able to get out the Kirin. Yeah, that's game. Kirin with Alchemist. And of course the Super Quantum one to pop my back rows. That's fantastic. Yeah, that's superb. So use the, what's the spellbook called that gets something back from a banished pile? Is it Eternity? Spellbook of Eternity? I think so. Yeah, I think so. So Fate to hit their back row, but it doesn't really matter, right? They can just bounce. Hit with Thrillium, but again, feels like, the thing here is that I can use Yugioh's effect to blow up all special summon monsters, but it will kill Yugioh itself. Maybe I could have done it, but the problem is that this is Master Rule 3 Pendulum and they will just vomit everything to the field again. That's a losing battle. I would have lost instantly. Imagine Judgment though? That would have been nice, but nope, it's not the case, so they can bomb their stuff. And this should be more than enough, right? With Thrillium, set up the skill, again, bounce field. I can Veiler this one, I mean, it doesn't matter. Yes, Master Rule 3 Pendulum. Nice. So overpowered. So yeah, a 5-gamer. Kinda expected, no. And again, this is a solid opener. Again, Priestess. I mean, the 6th card definitely helps out for spellbooks. So a couple of searches, and again, we are not, at least we don't have to fear any hand traps, and that's already big against Spellbooks. That you don't really have to fear Failure or Imperm or something like that. Typhoon though, so they might be able to attack over Yugioh, although they summon what is it, a weaker Mighty Spectre monster. So that's good news. That means that they don't have an eccentric, but they hit Fate though. What is my last set? Is it a Wing Blast? Is that something to interrupt? I'm not so sure. Desires can be big, and they have an eccentric. The problem is that I can get a couple of draws, potentially draw into a Wing Blast or whatever, and they let indeed the field spell go through. So another blue boy, and now it should be going downhill. Then again, I think I only have one interruption, so they need like multiple spell and trap card destruction to hit at the one of Fate. Or am I able to go for game? No, not yet. We go for Upstart Goblin, small damage. We only have one interruption. I mean, the cute part here is it this one? Is it this turn? Yeah. As you know, Spellbook Adjustment is a quick play spell card, and it also works during your opponent's turn, so every time they activate a spell, Pendulums, I will get the Surge during the end phase. That's kind of sick. And, I mean, basically, the strategy, protect the Yugioh, but this should be more than enough now. They don't have a monster, I was able to get rid of Eccentric, go for Star Hall, activate a couple of spells or spellbooks. And this will give my Star Halls, more of them counters, and 100 attack for every counter for all spellbooks. And I think I should be able to attack for a game, so we should be able to search power. I think we know both sets, but again, we don't have to fear hand traps, we don't have to fear disruption or traps or whatever, so we can put Yugioh in an attack position and go for a game. So Spellbooks has this one over Metalfoes, so that means we have our first finalist in the upper bracket being Spellbooks, but again, Metalfoes is still there, and eventually we take on, a deck from the upper part on the far left side in the losers bracket. So the next one, you have Kashtera versus Unchained. Which deck will win this one? Okay, guys, that's it. Thanks for watching. Feel free to leave a card or like if you enjoyed the video. Riddim signing out. Peace.